Hello everyone, this is a collage experiment. It is a practice that doesn't use glue, so you can use your favorite stuff and not worry about using things up. The only rule for this one is you can't use squares or rectangles. You need to use images that have been torn or fussy cut. They have to have some shape to them. You want large things and you want to go all the way down to small, little, tiny images. Nothing will be square or rectangle. And what's really cool about this, I'm using a piece of paper just so I know where my area is, but when I did this the first time, I just used the top of my dining room table and I pretty much covered the entire thing. It was huge and had a whole lot of fun. So you don't have to give yourself any limitations. If you've got a lot of stuff, pile it on. So all this is putting down large bits first, all your large little things, and working your way to a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller. What we're practicing here is overlapping things. I want to fill up the space and I'm just going to add things without glue. And the nice thing about this is I can move things around. It's not set in stone, and I can change my mind and move it someplace else. But you want to overlap things. The practice here is you're trying to get used to using things that have shape. What do you do with these things? This has a straight edge, so I'm going to disguise that straight edge. Let me put them over. I'm going to disguise the straight edge under that clock. So this practice is great for experimenting with images that aren't squared off or rectangles. If you are a glue book person trying to transition into a different style of collage, then this might be the perfect practice for you. And I am just adding things. There's a big image that I should have put in a long time ago. Let me put it there. And you'll notice that my images are getting smaller as I go here. Just a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller. And I am filling up the spaces as I go. Let's see here. A lot of animals. Let me put the house here. And a shell. And I'm not gluing anything down so I can move things if I don't like where they've been put. That has another couple of straight edges, so I'm going to, that's a straight edge that needs to be disguised right there. Let me disguise the straight edges right there. When you get to a point where you're not sure what to do, take a picture and look at it in a smaller scale. A lot of times you'll notice things that you can't see in person. Either the colors need to be changed, something needs to be put in a different place, or you need some color someplace. And all I'm doing is piling stuff down. Overlapping things. Until I get all the space that I want covered in some way. Put that underneath there. I like this light bulb, but I want to see the bottom of it. Let's see. Let's sandwich it there. If you have a hard time covering things up, this is a great practice. You're not gluing anything down, so you can move it around if you need to. You don't feel like you're in a panic. Oh no, it's glued down. Now what do I do? You can move stuff around and it's nothing to worry about. Take pictures often. I really want to use this shoe. Maybe I should use it upside down over here. Now I'm getting down to the itsy bitsy. I need something here. What can I put there? Ships. I need something over here. I'll put this cardinal there. Some color bits. I'm just trying to put something in the spots that are missing something. So I can pile on as much as I want to without any worry. And then I can start taking things away if I've got too much, take another picture, see what I've got going on, redo things. I keep wanting to put that over there, but that chair back covers that up. See, I don't like the way that ship is all covered up now. So I might like to stop there and take a picture, see what it looks like in a smaller scale. So let me pause for just a second, take a picture of it. And I really like all the stuff. I might need a couple more little details, little tiny pictures. There's a spot up here that needs something. And what's really cool is, since there's no glue, nothing's been glued down, I can start over at any point, add things, take things away. So the takeaway here is learning how to use things that have shape to them and learning how to overlap the items and still and be okay with it. A lot of times when you're starting out with collage, people don't like to overlap things because they want the whole image to show. And in collage, a lot of times when you overlap things, it makes it more interesting. So this is a great practice for that. You can overlap things, see what they look like, see how interesting it is, and then, try it in a different way with different things. Try overlapping something else instead of that. Maybe you'll try that. Maybe you don't like the fact that this guy hardly shows anymore, so maybe he needs to be moved around a little bit. And then that spot needs to be added. Something added to there. So it's just having fun without worry about using up anything and see what happens. It's just a practice. It's just an experiment. And the more you practice, the more experiments you do, the easier it gets, the more fun it is, and the better it is, the easier it is to make this kind of collage without the squares that you're used to, maybe if you're doing a lot of glue books. It makes you practice using things with shape, how to put them together. So I hope this helps. Have fun with this. Don't worry. Thanks for watching.